Hello everyone, this is Big Boss Calvin 83. This is going to be a touchy subject. I don't even know what I'm going to say because I have nothing written down. Normally I just freestyle, but this is going to be a touchy subject and it may piss a lot of people off. And I'm ready for that. I mean, I piss people off a lot, but this topic I'm going to talk about is false rape culture. Now, before I even get started on why we have a false rape culture, I want to talk about rape first. You know, ever since the beginning of time, there's always been rape. You know, usually men is usually portrayed that the man is the rapist and women are the victims. But in today's society, to a certain extent, it's still the case. But nobody talks about women raping men. And the thing is, they don't have to physically overpower a man, just like a man can overpower a woman physically with his strength. A woman doesn't have to physically overpower a man to rape him. She can drug him. She can get him in a vulnerable position, like tying him up and take advantage of him. But nobody wants to talk about that. You know, there's many reasons why rape happens. But everyone says you got to think about what does this society? I'll say it again. What does this society promote? Sex. And in this day and time, society promotes sex. A lot promotes promiscuity. You know what I'm saying? Sex is on people's minds because the media and the books and the magazine, and thanks to the public school system, they promote sex, and they make everything seem like sex is the answer. So there's a problem with where you get your rape from. Also, rape comes from, since women have been placed on the pedestal and they got all the say-so and all the pick, they create the rapist. Now, I know people not gonna like me saying that, but most women, most of the time, create the rapist when it could have been prevented in the first fucking place. Now, I'm not talking about kids. I'm not talking about pedophiles, you know, in this video, because an adult raping a child, that's just despicable. That's one of the worst crimes you can commit, and take the innocence of a child. But I'm not going to talk about that because that's a different subject. But yeah, you know, it's like these kids, you know, based on what the stuff they put in the foods and all that stuff. You know, they put all this stuff and all these hormone enhancers and steroids, and where kids, both boys and girls, are developing fast physically, and they sexualize our children, which is the sad part. But these fucking feminists promote this shit where they sexualize girls, and then they talk about rape is wrong. Get the fuck out of here! You can't do that. You cannot sexualize girls. You cannot sexualize women and then promote this idea where men gotta prove their manhood, that they're a man, based on how much sex he has. That's the fucking problem right there. But you feminists don't want to talk about that shit. Now, the reason why you got particularly men who are rapists and commit rape is because most of the time, and the sad thing is, 80% of women chase 20% of the men. And basically, women are denying 80% of men a life. They deny them love, they deny them compassion, passion, and sex. They're denying this man intimacy because he doesn't fit the image of what a man should be in this society, thanks to the fucking media, thanks to the fucking indoctrination of the TV set, the books, the magazines, and I have to say the school system. Even if you go to advance, go through higher education, the man is judged on based on how he looks and based on how much money he has, and he got to fit a certain image to attract women. But women don't have to fit a certain image. Yet to a certain extent, they do have to fit a certain image. But men are, but men face more pressure to be successful, to look good, to be tall, to be handsome, and gotta have a way of words. Gotta know how to communicate with women. He gotta be desirable. He gotta be popular. Women don't have. The only thing a woman has to worry about in the dating scene, when it comes to finding a mate, a woman just gotta look pretty. She's not judged off how much money she has, or does she have a way of words with men and all that stuff. She don't have to worry about that. All she gotta worry about is looking good. And it doesn't even have to. Women don't even have to look good. As long as she got a vagina, she's good to go. But men, we have to have looks. We gotta have status. We gotta have some kind of fame, and we gotta have money to attract these women. And if a man doesn't have that, he's denied a life. And then he's been denied sex for a long period of time, and he gets sex, and then he's promoted with these been promoted and been bombarded with these images of sex, and then it leads to sexual frustration. That's when a man, when he gets the opportunity to get with a woman, he may take it too far. And then you wonder why women get raped. So women create the rapists because they deny most of these men a life, and then they play these mind games and these head games, and they be a tease, and that's how they get raped. I'm not saying it's right, but that's just the way it happens. This is where your so-called rape culture comes from. But I'm not done. Like I said before, a man cannot pick a woman he likes. Only the woman can pick a man that she likes, and she has to final decision whether she wants to be with this guy or not. She has the power to choose a man that she wants to have sex with or not. The man don't have that option. If a man wants to have sex with a woman, the woman has to say yes or no. And if she says yes, the man is good to go. Hopefully. Then there's other tests he got to pass to go all the way. But if a man chooses a woman and he chooses to have sex with a particular woman against her will, it's rape. But most of you women don't want to fucking listen to me or anybody else who tells you this. Let's talk about the so-called no means no. A woman has the choice to have sex if she wants to with a man, or as sex is going, she can stop any time, and the man got to stop. But if a man tries to do the same shit, then this woman has the nerve to question his manhood, question if he's gay or not, his sexuality, or if he's asexual or not. But most of the time, she questions the man's manhood and his sexuality, or accuses him of being gay because he doesn't want to fuck with her like that. It shouldn't be no means no. It should be no means stop. And this is where a lot of men get in trouble with. Even if the woman says no, and this doesn't happen to me. This has never happened to me because I've been denied sex. Unfortunately, I've been denied relationships and opportunities because I live true forced loneliness. I live TFL. I was forced to be alone. not by my fault, but just the way society is, and me not having certain things, and me not being taught, and me being misled to be this fucking nice guy and this gentleman, it has gotten me nowhere. And that's just a sad story. But I have listened to men online. I heard men, have their complaints when a woman says no, but the man will fall back. Some, but the woman will still want to hang with him or cuddle with him, and she's just playing fucking games. She could be fucking naked, then the man will take that. Well, she wants to have sex, and then when the man gets all hard and turned on, she wants to say no because she's on a fucking power trip. And to you women out there, don't do that shit, because you will put yourself in a fucked up position, and you can get raped. I don't give a shit what other people say. Don't play in these mind. When it comes to sex, women, don't play these mind games. Damn it! I'll be right back. The problem with you is basically what I'm saying is, to you women out there, it's wrong to play with a man's sexual arousal. Don't get a man turned on, and then get him hot and bothered, and when he's about to climax, you want to fucking pull out because of the fact you don't want to be judged as a slut, or because you're on your fucking power trip. Guess what? You are a slut. If you're not a virgin, and you've been with too many men like most of you women have, and had too many sex partners, you are a slut. Bottom line, this doesn't matter. The thing is, you want to get them. It's like when it comes to sex, or getting intimate with a man, you want to start asking all these fucking questions of how committed is he to you, when that should have been discussed before you even went there to get intimate and sexually involved with this particular man. Or men, because some of you women like to have a side piece, but y'all bitch and complain if a man has a side piece chick. Go figure. But it's wrong to play with a man's sexual arousal. You want to get a man all turned on and hot and bothered, and then he's about to engage. You want to stop it for some other reason, because you don't want to feel like you're easy. Well, guess what? Most men will not. When it comes to getting down and dirty and getting intimate with you, men that want to have sex with you, and sex is on their mind, we ain't thinking about you being a slut or looking at you as an undesirable or shaming you. Because in other countries, when a man want to have sex, you better have fucking sex with this particular man. Other countries don't play that shit. Women don't play these mind games. They don't tease. They don't do none of that shit. Like I said, no means stop. But my take on the so-called no means no. No means beg and plead for it. And to you guys out there, do not beg for sex. Do not argue. Do not debate. If she wants to play this game with you, she wants to turn you on, and all of a sudden she wants to stop it, and you're about to go all the way, and all of a sudden she wants to stop it, do all this kind of bullshit. Get the fuck out of there, or kick her out of your own fucking house. Kick her out of your home when she does that shit, and talk about, oh, I just want to hug and cuddle when you're fucking naked, butt ass naked. When this bitch is fucking butt ass naked, she wants to talk about fucking cuddle. Get the fuck out of here. But there's been stories coming from men's rights activists. I read a book one time. I think it was by William. I forgot the guy's name, but he made an interesting point about the so-called no means no, and this bullshit yes means yes law that's out in California, and about women consenting to have sex with a man or not. A woman can say no, but she can still hug and kiss you, and then continue to have sex with you, or still entice a man. But then she wants to turn around and say it's rape, and then the court's going to look at it like, well, she said no, but the thing is, she still hugged and kissed and got physical with this guy. Playing them kind of games, those are the games that can get a man fucked up. They want women on this power trip. Oh, I can turn a man on, get him all hot and bothered, and I can stop anytime. But if a man tries to pull that shit, y'all women want to fucking kill him. That's why I'm so sick and tired of these fucking double standards. that women can do, but men cannot. Women can choose to have sex with anybody she wants. A man cannot. I'm so sick of these fucking double standards. You know, or if a woman's drunk, if you to me, all you men, you got to be careful. Make sure you have a video camera. Make sure you have a spy cam when it comes to your encounters with women, especially if a woman's drunk and you have sex with her. She can say you raped her when you fucking didn't, because she was, or she don't even have to be drunk. If you have sex with a woman, she can say it's rape because she's not in a fucking frame of mind, or she was intimidated by you, which is bullshit. And the fucking law enforcement and the courts are gonna take her fucking side. So we as men, we gotta be careful. This is where this is what I mean by this fucking rape culture shit that comes on. And like I said before, women deny men a life and deny them love and companionship and sex. And then you wonder why, when a man has the opportunity, he takes advantage of it and loses his mind. Because society and you women created this fucking problem. Maybe not you specifically as an individual, but other women have created this problem in the dating and sex scene. You know, a man can have sex with a woman and she can say it's rape, or make up any kind of excuse. And you gotta you as a man, you gotta prove to her that she said yes. And most women are not gonna say yes like that. I mean, she's gonna say, if you try to film her and you're having sex with her, she can sue you and say, well, you recorded her without her fucking permission. But I say, fuck that. Record the bitch. Record everything. Every encounter you have, make sure you record her with your video camera. Even would rather be a digital camera that can shoot video. Rather it can be a camcorder like I'm using right now, or just use your camera phone to record your sexual encounter with women. Sexual encounters with women. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a false rape culture. You know, I'm so sick and tired of reading every time I get on Facebook, every time I get on YouTube, every time I watch the news, there's women making false claims, making false rape accusations and false claims of rape, and it didn't happen. I mean, and the thing what gets my blood boiling is that because of these fucking rape show laws, you cannot identify the bitch who did this shit. And it's not documented legally. A woman can lie, and I mean, you as a man, you don't even have to don't have to have an encounter with a woman. You don't even have to physically have sex with a woman or physically touch her or anything like that. She can claim that you fucking raped her when you fucking didn't. She can say some random guy raped her when the fact is it didn't happen, and another innocent man goes to fucking jail, which is wrong. And I mean, look what happened to Brian Banks. Look at what happened to countless men who are fucking in jail over rape, or even false claims of domestic violence, false claims of abuse, or false claim of child molestation that didn't fucking happen, all because some evil bitch was fucking angry because of the fact that you looked at her funny, or over the fact that you were with her, or because you didn't want to fucking commit to her after you had sex with her. She's mad because you didn't want to get in a serious relationship with her, or you left her, or you dumped her, or she dumped you, and she's walking around mad as hell because she didn't get her fucking way. Well, guess what, bitches? Life ain't fucking fair. Life is not fair. Y'all need to get over it. If a man breaks up with you, get over it and move the fuck on, like he fucking tell us men to get over it, move the fuck on. And you got men who are living true force loneliness, men who are fucking suffering from loneliness because of y'all, and y'all tell us to get over it, even though we've been fucking wronged, been fucking done wrong by this fucking society, especially to you fucking bitches out there. And guess what? Y'all tell us to fucking get over it, don't hold a grudge, don't have a negative attitude, you know. Don't become a misogynist because of what some other bitch did. I'm on my own individual shit, and you should just get over it and move on. But like I said to you women, y'all need to follow your own fucking advice and quit giving men advice on how we should treat you and how we should talk to you and how we should address you. It's in our DNA to address you the way you address us. If you carry yourself a certain way, you're telling us this is the way you want to be treated. You got to treat men the way you want to be treated. I have said that millions of times in my videos and millions of times in online talking to other women and talking to people in real life. Talking to women in real life about this shit. I mean, if a woman doesn't get her way, or a woman has buyer's regret or regrets sleeping with a guy because she found out that he was undesirable, she can accuse this man of rape, and it did not fucking happen because she's on a fucking pedestal and she's on a fucking power trip, and women use that as a fucking leverage to teach a guy a lesson because she's mad at him because this guy did not sexually satisfy her, this guy did not want to commit to her, or this guy just wanted to have a one-night stand, whatever, or this guy did not, or she just broke, or the relationship failed and the man left, and she's mad, or she got caught sleeping with a bunch of men, and then she gets pregnant. Now she wants to accuse all men of rape, or she was sleeping around and her boyfriend found out, or her husband found out. Now she wants to cry rape. Or she's afraid of being called a slut. And then I have to bring race into it. If she sleeps with any woman, regardless of race, it doesn't have to be necessarily a Caucasian woman. It can be any other race of woman who sleeps with a black man. Now, if she gets caught sleeping with a black man, because of racism, she don't want to be called a nigger lover or be called a whore and a slut or undesirable because she slept with a black man. Now she wants to accuse a black man of rape. No, or just any other man who happens to be a different racial group. And Caucasian women are leading the game of making these fucking false rape accusations. And I don't know why y'all brothers, I'm not picking on y'all, but I don't know why y'all say Caucasian women are so great when they do this shit. They're the ones who started the fucking feminist movement. When will y'all niggas wake the fuck up? That's tangent right there. But I'm just saying, it doesn't matter what race the woman is. In America, women have been taught to hate men, thanks to the promotion of misandry, thanks to fucking feminism. You know what I'm saying? Feminism has taught women that they can accuse a man of rape, they can accuse a man of paternity fraud, they can rape a man for child support, and it doesn't have to be biologically his. They can accuse a man of anything, and they can get away with it. Thanks to fucking female privilege, thanks to fucking feminism, that causes shit, and this gynocentric society does not give a flying fuck about men, even though you got men who run the society, but they cater to women to keep the division going. The reason why they cater to women, because women are the first teachers of the child. Women, they want women to be dependent on the gynocentric government and be in these corporations. That's why they cater to women, give them the resources, give them the money, and give them the opportunities. Why they give us men, regular common men, nothing. So a woman can lie on a man, accuse him of rape when it didn't happen, and she can commit paternity fraud, and she don't even have to pay the money back, and force another man to pay child support for a kid that's not even fucking his. And this is why you got men going their own fucking way, and this is why you got these misogynists out there, these so-called woman haters, guys like myself who speak out against this fucking bullshit of gynocentrism, of feminism. We speak out against it, and y'all want to call us woman haters and misogynists, or you just want to call us bitter, or we're just fucking gay. You know, them bullshit ad hominem attacks. I'm just so sick and tired of women, regardless, it doesn't matter what race they are or what their nationality is. Let me just hurry up. But I'm just so sick and tired of women making these false rape accusations, and especially if they've been with a man who has a lot of money. Now, they want to accuse him of rape, but they don't want the man to go to jail. They want the man to pay him millions of dollars. Now, you call that extortion, and the fucking court system is allowing them to do this shit. So, my thing is, if a man truly raped you, like, let's talk about Bill Cosby. You know, these women making these false rape accusations. Now, I know Bill Cosby was probably fucking some of these women. You know, having sex with some of these women. You know, he probably was unfaithful. but it's not his fault because you got women. Let me tell you, when you was a man who is a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, and you're famous, you got women coming after you, and you probably don't have to be good looking technically. If you got a lot of fame and you got a lot of money, women will come at you. And guess what? But the thing is, they'll try to rip you off as a man. They'll try to sleep with you and have sex with you, unprotected sex with you, and hoping that they will get fucking pregnant. See, because I know women will lie and say they're on birth control when they're fucking not. Women will lie and say they had their tubes tied and they fucking didn't. So they will try to have a baby, try to get this man to marry him. If he doesn't marry him, they'll just take the man and rape him for child support. And she's paid. Or marry the man, they're able to marry the man. If it doesn't work out, and she, like, especially if she's attractive and in her prime, she's in her early 20s, early to mid 20s, guess what? She knows she can get a man just like that. And if the relationship doesn't work out, she's not going to try to act right because the fact that she got him locked up in the marriage. And guess what? If the man tries to break up with her, or she tries to break up with him, guess what? She'll break up with him and get alimony. And she got kids, she get child support. So it's just fucking extortion. Or just a woman, or she'll just accuse this particular man of rape, like what happened with Kobe Bryant years ago, a decade ago. She just wants the fucking money. Now, if you're a real victim of rape, you don't care how much money they offered you. You want that motherfucker to rot in jail. But it's just bullshit. Women know they can lie on a man and accuse him of rape when it didn't happen just to get a fucking power trip because they know they can get away with it. And because of these rape shield laws, her identity is protected, but the man's not. And even if the man's found innocent, his life is destroyed. Even if if a man's done some time and they find out that she lied, nothing happens to this bitch. So we as men, we just gotta be fucking careful of what kind of women we're dealing with. Make sure you got a video camera, make sure you got a tape recorder, and record everything that happens. Because these women out here in America are, and I'm not just saying just America, don't forget Canada, don't forget the UK, and don't forget Australia. Western societies who are gynocentric, they're out to. The reason why they side with the reason why this gynocentric system, I call it, sides with women, because the fact that women, they know they want to keep they want men and women to have a gender war, and they want to keep the division going. And while you got this infighting going, the elite who runs these countries they'll just get their one world government. They'll crash the currency while we are at each excuse me, while we are at each other's throats and we're fighting each other. Guess what? The elite is winning, and guess what? They'll just take over this nation, and we'll just be fucking slaves. So they want women to be dependent on them, just so they can fuck us all over. But women are too stupid to see that. So in closing, my thing is, if a woman lies about rape, make a false, because we don't have a rape culture, we got a false rape culture, and you got too many women in this society making false accusations of rape to destroy a man's life because they're on their fucking power trip, and they're evil. I mean, and I read an article with this particular 18-year-old guy out in Arizona. 13 women were, I think it was 13 or 14 women. Young girls, I should say, because they're technically the majority of them were underage 18. They wanted to get back at this guy because the guy fucked them and he didn't want to commit to them, or they just had an ugly breakup. These girls got together and they set him up and accused him of rape when it didn't happen. And then you got proof. The lawyer looked up the girls' Facebook accounts and talking about how they want to destroy this man's life, basically. Now this guy's in jail for a crime he didn't commit. He didn't rape these women. These women fucked with him, they slept with him, or they just he just didn't get along with him, and now these bitches are bitter because of the fact that they couldn't have their fucking way. They couldn't fucking take advantage of this particular guy. So we as men need to be careful. And the thing is, if the societies, if the media and society and the government is going to protect these fucking false accusers' identity, what we as men and some women and women who are on our side, good women who are on our side, we need to find out who these bitches are. We need to find out their name, where they live, their address, a picture of them, what they look like, and we need to track them down, and we need to fuck them up, beat them to a fucking pulp, even kill them, deal with them. We as men, we need to fucking deal with these scandalous bitches. No, that's what we have to do. I mean, because even if you as a guy found innocent, even if the girl admit that she lied, or they found out she was lying and that she made a false rape accusation, nothing's gonna happen to her. Even if this bitch commits paternity fraud, nothing's gonna happen to her. She's not gonna pay you back. The courts is not gonna make. The court system is not gonna make this bitch pay you back for all the money that you spend paying for a child that's not even fucking yours. Even with false claims of domestic violence, nothing's going to happen to her. So what we as men, we need to stand up to this God-centric government and say enough is enough. Now, if it was up to me, and if I was in charge, if a woman was found lying about rape, first of all, fuck these rape show laws. I would get rid of these rape show laws. And these feminists are going to say, well, you're slut shaming, and you're not protecting, you gotta protect women, and she can be found out, and they can fucking kill her. So fucking what? I don't give a damn. Like I said, oh, you're slut shaming. I mean, bitch, shut the fuck up with that slut shaming. Or we gotta protect women. I'm not protecting no fucking criminal. Women got way too much power in this fucking society. You feminists want women to have. You don't want equality. Y'all want female privilege and power without the fucking responsibility. If it was up to me, I'd get rid of these rape show laws. Now, bear in mind, if we're going to have these so-called rape show laws, well, guess what? The men and the women, if a woman accuses a guy of rape, first of all, she better have fucking proof. Because in other countries, they don't play that shit. If you're going to accuse a man of rape, you better have fucking witnesses, and you better have fucking proof. That's number one. Number two, if a woman accuses a man of rape, and first of all, this man is going to be innocent until proven guilty. His name, we're going to protect her name, but we're going to protect the accuser's name as well. You know, we're going to protect the innocent here. You know, you women want to expose a guy who's been accused of rape, have his life destroyed, and have his image damaged forever because you're on your fucking power trip. Well, guess what? If a woman's found lying about rape and it didn't happen, first of all, his identity would be protected if I was running things, and her identity would be protected. For these rape show laws, they gotta go. Everything, even if she had a sexual past, it'll have to be fucking relevant. Now, if she's done this too many times and has a tendency to make false rape accusations, this bitch is going to jail. And if a woman's found lying about rape, and a guy did, let's say he did like 10 years in jail for a crime he didn't commit. So, and if a woman accuses a man of rape, first of all, the man did 10 years, this bitch will get 25 years to life, even death row. I'm dead serious. If it was up to me, if you lied on somebody, and if a woman committed paternity fraud, a man or a woman committed paternity fraud, but particularly a woman, you know, she's saying, and this guy was forced to pay child support for a child that's not his, this bitch will have to pay this motherfucker back. Give this man restitution. And if she doesn't motherfucking do it, her ass is going to jail for a long time until she pays that man off. That's me. You know, if a woman lied about rape, and first of all, she would have to fucking prove it. And not just by saying no or yes, but based on her actions and fact. weeks. And if she's found lying, she's going to jail. And me as the judge is giving this bitch 25 years to life. No parole, with no parole. And guess what? If she done this, and it was not her first time, and she lied on a man before, or multiple men, guess what? This bitch is going to fucking death row. And I don't give a fuck about what you feminists feel. These bitches need to be dealt with. These bitches need to be fucking checked and be put on fucking blast. Because I'm just sick of it. You know. But and guess what? When she's out of jail, she will have to register as a sex offender. Because that's me. Because lying on somebody like that, that's just fucking evil. That's just pure wrong. You women are the fucking devil. And society taught you to be the fucking devil with this female privilege. And if it was up to me, first of all, there'd be no fucking female privilege. We will have equality across the board. Nobody's above nobody. Nobody has special rights, and nobody has special privileges. No. Everybody's gonna be treated equal and everybody's gonna be treated fairly. But that's just me. But the reason why society doesn't, even though society knows it's wrong and the powers that be know it's wrong, the reason why they're doing this shit is because we as men, we allowed them to do this shit. We as men allow these women to promote their feminist agenda. You know, we fought, the men before me, the previous generations of men, failed the younger generation. Thinking they were on this false impression, oh, a woman can be sexually free, and I don't have to be productive. I don't have to be on point. I don't have to have my shit together, so I can get easy pussy like that. So a lot of y'all, so it was off. We as men, we need to take responsibility because we allowed women to have power when they didn't fucking deserve it. When you give women power, just like kids, if you give them power, they're gonna fucking abuse it. But like I said before, there needs to be a law that states if a person lies on somebody and it happens to be a lie, and if it happens to be a lie, they need to go to jail and they need to be locked up for a long time, or even get to a fucking electric chair. But you know, we can talk. The problem with us, we can talk all day on the internet and talk about what we should do and all that shit, but we just need to fucking do it. We as men, and there's a few good women out there, and to you women out there who are not like these fucking feminazis, y'all need to stand up and check these bitches. Y'all need to join us men but I know y'all are afraid to do that. You need to join with these men. You need to join you as women who are not like that. Y'all need to check these bitches, and y'all need to join us and join these men who are fed up with this fraternity fraud, with these false rape accusations, these false claims of domestic abuse, women getting their kids to lie on the father or some other man about child molestation. I mean, these people who do these things, who lie on others like that, they need to be locked the fuck up, or they need to be they need to get the death penalty. Because, and not only that, if they get out of jail, it has to be, I don't know the legal terms, but it has to be worse than a fucking felony. It has to be worse than a fucking felony. It has to be on the record. And the thing is, the punishment is, it has to be so bad that no job will hire you. You have to be working minimum wage. That shit. We need to make I'm just saying, basically, I don't want to ramble on too long. We need to make an example out of these motherfuckers who lie on other people just to destroy their life, just because they're on their fucking power trip. We need to check these motherfuckers. Oh, well, I forgot to mention this part. You know, there has to be something done with when people lie on other people like this. Rather be making false claims of sexual harassment, making false claims of domestic abuse, false rape claims, or false claims of child molestation, particularly women doing these things to men. And some of you feminists want to just, for some reason, y'all quiet when you got these women lying on men left and right and destroying men's lives. Y'all don't say anything. I remember when I got into the debate with Boundless Eyes, I was trying. When you watch my video about, in terms of women making false rape accusations, especially the racists making false rape, particularly Caucasian women making false rape accusations against a so-called black man, you know, she was saying, well, that's not what a feminist does. But I'm telling you, that's what a feminazi does. They lie. You got these women lying on men and destroying their lives, and nothing gets done about it. You know, the sad thing is, what you feminists fail to understand, and I know y'all don't give a damn. Well, I don't give a damn about you either. You are making it. This is when a woman lies on a man on anything. The real victim, women who are really victims, they're afraid to come out and say anything because they're not going to be believed. And the sad thing is, when a woman is a victim of sexual harassment, domestic abuse, of domestic violence, a victim of rape, even if she says her child was molested by a man, and if it's true, and I'm speaking if it's true, these things are true. These accusations are not false, but they're true. You're making it harder for real people to even, who are victims, to speak out. And a lot of victims are afraid to speak out because they're afraid they won't be believed. But you feminists don't take that into consideration. All y'all care about is spreading your misandry and your hatred for men. You know, if a person lies on somebody, whether it be false claims of harassment, sexual harassment, a false claim of domestic violence, a false claim of child molestation, a false claim of rape. Like I said, if I was in charge, you motherfuckers who do this shit and destroy men's lives, or just destroy you're not destroying men's lives, but you're destroying you're destroying the lives of real victims who are afraid to come forward. And if they do come forward, they're not going to be believed because of what these evil, treacherous ass women have done to men and society. What we need to do as men, and the women who are on our side, women who are on the man's side, we need to look them up, like I said before, get their information, personal information, put it on social media, get the picture of them, what they look like, where they live, and we need to track them down and deal with them. Whoop their ass or even kill them. Yeah, I said it. We need to kill these motherfuckers. We need to put them on fucking death row, because if it was up to me and I was a judge and I looked at cases like this, if you're found lying, you deserve 25 to life. You deserve life in prison without no fucking parole. And that's what we need to do with liars. There needs to be a crime against lying. People, because the problem is, I notice that people always lying on each other. You got people lying on other people to destroy their lives because they're fucking evil. We live in a society where we just lie all the time. And it needs to stop. You know, and we as men, we need to stand up to this gynocentric government. You know, and it starts with us men, because we have to make the move. And we actually got to help the good women who are not on this feminazi bullshit and are not man haters. We need to take them along because they're afraid to even speak out. Well, I got to tell you, you women who are not like that, you better say something, or you're going to be treated like the fucking enemy. So the choice is yours. So we as men, we need to speak out and expose this shit. We need to stand up and challenge this government. And it starts with controlling our fucking dollar, money. That's what we need to do. And some of you, I know some of you guys have given up hope because we live in this fucking fucked up, man-hating, feminized society, this gynocentric society that we live in. If y'all sick and tired of fighting, I understand. You know, we just are gonna have to get our passports and travel and move to a country that doesn't play that bullshit, lying on innocent people for your fucking personal gain and your fucking attention horn. You know, I'm at the point of I'm getting my passport, and when I get my passport, I'm getting the fuck out of America. God's will, I will. But in the meantime, I'm still going to fight the good fight while I'm here. So it's up to us men, and it's up to you women. Who are you good? You actual good women. It's up to us. We got to fight, and we got to cast the first stone. Because if we don't, things are going to get out of hand, and it's getting out of hand. It's getting ridiculous. So we need to fight back against this gynocentric society, and that's all I got to say. I'm out. Peace.